Welcome to the computer science class. So today you are going to discuss about the new topic, that is storage and memory devices. You all have memory power, right? Why you have memory? To store the past events, right? So same like that only in computer also we have storage and memory devices to store our files. Okay? So you already know what is computer, right? What is computer? Computer is an electronic device which will accept the input, process it, and it will provide the output. So what is the meaning of input? Input is nothing but a data. So data we call it as a input. And finally you will get the output, right? So what we call that output? Output we can call it as a information. Data is a input and information is a output. So what is the meaning of input? Suppose if you want to do any calculation in the computer, how you will do? You will give the numbers, right? 2 plus 3. So like this you will give, right? So this is called the input or a data. And finally if you after you give this, finally you will get the output, right? So how much you will get? 5. So this one we call it as a output. So how 5 came? So because in the computer the CPU is going to process this data. Process means it is going to do the calculation or any required operations, and finally it will give the information. So here it is clear that information is always depends on the data, but data does not depends on the information. Data is independent, means you can give anything according to your requirement, but information is always depends on the data. Whatever you give, that will only come. Next we will move to the storage and memory devices. So you will remember the lesson temporarily, right? Once you write in the classwork and if you recall that, you can learn that lesson permanently, right? So in computer also we have memory to store the data temporarily, and we have storage to save the data permanently. So now let us discuss about the memory and storage. So memory means it's a temporary. So it is going to save the data temporarily, and storage means it is going to save the data permanently. Means for example RAM is a temporary. So it is going to store the data temporarily, and hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive, that are example for the storage. It is going to store the data permanently. Now I already told computer will not understand your language. It can understand only a computer language. So which is the computer language? So computer language is a binary language, that is zeros and ones. Zeros and ones language or binary language, we call it as a computer language. So whatever you give, it is going to convert into a zeros and ones. For example, if you press A in the keyboard, so it is going to convert A into the digits like this. So each letter will take 8 digits or 8 bits. So to store the single letter. So in this one, the individual digit we call it as a bit. So this individual digit we call it as a bit, and the total 8 bits. The total is 8 bits. We call it as a byte. So to represent each and every letter or number, it will take 8 digits. So that 8 digits we call it as a byte, and the each and every single digit we call it as a bit. So as we are going to measure the things in different format, so same like that only in our computer also we are going to use some memory standards to store and to measure the data. Now let us learn about the measurement of the memory units. So I already told the single digit we call it as a bit, and the group of 8 bits means 8 digits. So 8 digits we call it as a byte. And if we say 1024 bits, we call it as a 1 kilobyte. Means if you say 1024 bits, so that one we call it as a 1 kilobyte. And if you store 1024 KB, so that one we call it as a 1 MB. Means so this one can store up to 1 crore digits. So like this 8 digits we call it as a 1 byte group, no? So same like that only 1024 KB means 1024 kilobytes. So 1024 kilobytes means you can store approximately nearly 1 lakh data, 1 lakh characters. Next 1024 MB we call it as a 1 GB. Means if you say 1024 MB, M means mega, M means megabyte, means 1024 into 1 lakh into 8, it's nearly 1 crore. By using 1 GB you can save up to nearly up to 1 crore data. So this is the measurement of the memory units. Now let us discuss about the different types of memory and storage devices. So in the storage or memory devices we have two types, that is primary memory or primary storage and one more we have secondary storage. So this primary storage we call it as a temporary storage, means it is going to save the data temporarily, and secondary storage means it is going to save the data permanently. So now let us discuss about the different types of primary storage and secondary storage. So in the primary storage we will get two types, that is RAM and ROM. RAM means random access memory, means random access memory. ROM means read only memory. So RAM means random access memory and ROM means read only memory. So in the RAM we are going to store the data temporarily. Means for example, if you are doing any paint or if you are typing the text, if suddenly power gone, what will happen? It is going to erase, no? You will not get back, no? So means if you are doing some work in the computer, it is going to store temporarily in the RAM. So until you press the save button, the data going to save in the storage devices. So the RAM we are using to store the data temporarily, and RAM we can also call it as a volatile. Volatile means, the meaning of volatile means temporary, and ROM means read only memory, means once you save the data in the ROM you cannot change it. For example, softwares like MS Word, MS Paint, operating system like Windows 7, so all the softwares is going to save in the ROM only. So once you save in the ROM, you cannot change any software. One example, are you able to change the shutting down process? No, right? You cannot change the shutting down of the computer, right? So ROM is a permanent memory. It is a permanent. So once you save, you cannot change. Only you can read, means you can open, but you cannot change anything in the ROM. So but in the RAM it is temporary, means volatile. ROM means non-volatile. Non-volatile means permanent. The meaning of non-permanent is non-volatile. Next, we will move to the secondary storage. So in the secondary storage, we will get three types. That is magnetic medium, the next one optical medium, next third one flash memory. So these are all the three types of secondary storage. So these are all the three types of secondary storage, that is magnetic medium, optical medium and flash memory. So let us discuss about the first one, that is magnetic medium. So in the magnetic medium we will get two types. One is floppy drive and one more we will get hard disk. So in the floppy drive, so previously we were using the floppy drive. So it will store the data, less amount of the data, and it is easily damaged by the heat and dust. So it is available in the 3.5 inch. So it's available in 3.5 inch and it can store only small amount of data, and it is going to damage by heat or any dust. So we will move to the hard disk. So we will replace the floppy drive by the other storage media. So nowadays we are using the hard disk. So hard disk is more faster and it can store large amount of data. So compared to the floppy drive, it can store large amount of data and it will not damage that much fastly compared to the floppy drive, and it can store up to large amount of data, that is 1 terabyte. And in this hard disk we have two types, that is internal hard disk and external hard disk. So internal hard disk means it is present inside the computer, and external hard disk means you can connect to the outside by using the USB cable. You can connect to the computer and you can save the data. This hard disk is the main basic storage of the computer, means whatever you will save, everything will be saved in the hard disk only. All the files, movies, text or any files, whatever you will save, everything will be saved in this hard disk only. This is the basic level of the devices. Next, external hard disk means you can connect through the outside by using the cable, but internal hard disk means it is present inside the CPU only. Next, we will move to the optical medium. In this optical medium, we will get three types, that is CD, DVD and Blu-ray. So, this optical medium will use the laser light to read and write the data. So, read means to open, write means to edit. Okay. So, this optical medium will use the laser light to read and write the data. So, in this one there are three types, that is CD, DVD and Blu-ray. So, CD is a basic level storage, so it can store up to 700 MB and it can save music and some other softwares. In DVD, we can store up to minimum of 4.7 GB. More than 4.7 GB also we can store. So minimum we can store 4.7 GB. Compared to the CD, DVD has more memory and we can store more data. This one DVD we will use to store the movies. DVD we will use to save the movies, but CD we will use to save the music. And DVD will use red color laser light to read and write the data. It will use red laser light. So next we will move to the Blu-ray. It is not BLUE, it is BLU only. Why? Because this one will use blue and violet laser light to read and write the data. So that's why the name came Blu-ray, and it can store the HD videos, means it is going to use recording and playback of the HD high definition videos, and it has two layers, that is single layer and dual layer. Single layer and dual layer. So in single layer it can store up to 25 GB and in dual layer it can save up to 50 GB. So compared to these two, Blu-ray has the high storage capacity. So we can store large amount of data in the Blu-ray, and we can store HD also, high definition videos also in the Blu-ray. But in the DVD we can store only movies and some other softwares. But in Blu-ray we can save high definition videos, and it has more storage capacity. In the single layer we can store up to 25 GB, but in the dual layer we can store up to 50 GB. So there are two types of layers, single layer and dual layer. So it has more storage capacity, and all this CD, DVD and Blu-ray will use the laser light to read and write the data. Next we will move to the flash medium. So in this flash medium we have three types, that is SD card, second one flash drive, and smart cards. So in the flash medium we will read and write the data by electrical signal. So means the SD card, flash drive and smart cards are the example for the flash medium. We will use the electrical signals to read and write the data. So this SD card means secure digital. The full form of SD is secure digital. So this SD card we will use mobiles, cameras and MP3 players to store the movies, songs and any other files. I think you already saw the memory card in your mobile, right? So we will use the SD card or memory card in our mobiles, digital cameras and MP3 players to save the music, movies or any other data. Next we will move to the flash drive. So flash drive we can also call it as a pen drive. So there are so many names are there for the flash drive, that is thumb drive, key drive, next flash drive, pen drive, and it has so many names. So we can also call it with the different names. This pen drive, it is in the small size. So we are using this pen drive to store the files, and we can use this pen drive from one computer to another computer. Means you can copy the files or any movies or music from one computer and you can save it in the another computer. So it is in the small size and it will come with a different cases, and it has more storage device. So it has up to 2 terabyte. It can store up to 2 terabyte. So different storage pen drives will available in the market. And nowadays in the pen drive we are getting the password protection for our file. If you give the password, no one can access your files in the pen drive. Next we will move to the smart cards. You already saw the ATM cards, right? So same like that only smart card also. So it is same size and it has the electric chip. So by using this electric chip we can save our data inside that, and we can use these smart cards to save the data, and we can use these smart cards to do the online transaction for shopping. So we can use the in shops also to swipe the cards. So up to now you discussed about the secondary storage. So let us brief about the storage and memory devices. So storage means it is going to store the data permanently, and memory is going to save the data temporarily. And we have two types of storages, primary storage and secondary storage. In the primary storage we have two types, that is RAM and ROM, that is random access memory and read only memory. So in the RAM we are going to save the data temporarily, and in ROM we are going to save the data permanently. Means once you save you cannot change. For example, you are going to save the softwares and operating systems, so that all will save in the ROM only. You cannot change the softwares, you cannot edit the softwares. Next we will move to the secondary storage. In the secondary storage we have three types, that is magnetic medium, optical medium and flash medium. So in the magnetic medium we have two types, that is floppy drive and hard disk. So floppy drive will save less amount of data, and hard disk we will use in our computer. It is the most basic level of storage device in our computer. All the files will save in the hard disk only. Next, optical medium. So in this optical medium, we will use the laser light to read and write the data. Means read means to open, write means to edit. So example for the optical medium is CD, DVD and Blu-ray. Next we will move to the flash medium. So in the flash medium we have three types, that is SD card, flash drive and smart cards. We will use the electrical signals to read and write the data in the flash medium. So SD card we will use in our mobile or camera or in MP3 players to store the music, videos and inside the chip, and we can use these smart cards in the online shopping or in the shops for the swiping. So this is about the storage and memory devices. Thank you.